Devil's Castle was the first horror movie that was ever made in the year of 1984. With a full length of 3 minutes, the movie is filled with bats, castles, trolls, ghosts, and a demon, played by Georges Méliès himself. You can see the elements of gothic horror already firmly entrenched by the time of this public psych. In 1931, they made the first Dracula movie, and it's one of the earliest classic American horror movies from Universal Pictures. As acclaimed masterpiece director Todd Browning, known also from vampire movies.
I am Dracula.
In the movie, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. The director uses close-ups of both the characters to see the emotion of fear in their face. For example, when they're at the door and they have their backs to it, the director gets Frankenstein to open the door and to add fear and see their facial expressions. They then go crazy and run away. This builds humor to the movie, hence why it is a comedy horror.
Let's barricade the door. Come on, get over there. Get in there. Okay, come on. Come on. Put your shoulder to the door. Hold it tight. Barricade it. He can't get in.
Moving on to a more modern horror film, I begin with the Saw franchise. Saw was the most successful horror film franchise of all time, and is considered the first in the latest crop of splatter films, with its first installment in 2004 by James Wan. Saw is a terrifying movie packed with blood, gore, and mystery.
Someone there? I can hear you. Who is that? Who's in there?
Nightmare on Elm Street demonstrates the fear of Freddy Krueger through the character's dreams to enhance the meaning of horror and fear in the movie. In the 2010 movie, Michael Bay remakes the nightmare that was started and finishes on a high through extensive makeup on the actor for Freddy Krueger.
Don't fall asleep.
Lastly comes the well-known Insidious. From the makers of Saw, Insidious is named the scariest movie of the year of 2010. In the movie Insidious, the director uses makeup artists to create the so-called monsters. Overall, the movie is compared to Devil's Castle is obviously a huge difference through the technology of the past and modern equipment. But through the lifetime of horror, the theme has been conveyed as modern, and horror movies are now frequently made in today's society.
I went into Dalton's room. There was something in there with him.